Like their swim shorts, it's a shout. It's not, I'm not wearing a cowboy. Yeah.
I need you. Yeah. Small just a little bit. Trying just a little bit.
Hello my darlings, I hope you're well. My name is, wait, what? My name is Emma. If you've never been here before, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, follow the socials, you know, all of that. Just join the family because it's kind of lit over here. Today I am coming back to you with something that I've been asked to do a lot, which is my girl talk segment. Yes, I'm bringing back my girl talk segment. I've not done a girl talk video in so long. It's what I like started out doing with my YouTube channel, so I want to bring it back because I miss it, and I feel like I sort of lost touch a bit with YouTube, and I just want to start bringing back the stuff that I enjoy making and enjoy showing to you guys and helping you guys with. So yeah, I'm filming on my new camera today, and it's dark outside and I've only got one light up, so that's why the lighting's a bit messed up. Like, I've only got one light because I'm filming in my bedroom today. So I usually film in my dressing room. It was my brother's old room. When he moved out, I just made it my own because why not? It was light when I started, but my camera battery started flashing. I had to charge my camera. It was a mess. So this is what we're left with, okay? Anyway, I put a little message out on my Instagram and said, ask me some girl talk questions, and I was flooded. Literally, I had the post up for like 45 minutes. I must have had about 50 questions. So I'm really sorry if I don't get to answer your question, but I picked out like the most important ones I feel like that are universal. I got asked a lot of the same questions, so yeah. Also, I'm going to do a part 2 of this, which is going to be focused on sex and that sort of like relationship-y kind of thing. So this one today is probably more going to be based on confidence, body image, all that kind of fun stuff, uni. And I'm going to do another one maybe like in a week or a couple of weeks with the questions that I got asked based on sex. So yeah, so we have a lot of questions to run through. I might even have to make this video into 2 parts, depends how long it goes on for, but we have a lot of questions. Okay, so let's just get straight on into it. So my first question, and probably my most asked question, is how was your journey to self-love, and do you have any daily habits? So a lot of people ask me how I got to where I am today on my self-love journey, which I really wanted to make like a specific self-love video, which I think I might still do in the future, but I find it hard to articulate myself sometimes. I don't think of all the things I want to say in one video, but let me just run through a few things. So I would say my self-love journey started probably, oh my voice, it probably started around this time last year. So like May, June last year that I started like trying it properly. So my first step in all of this, it happened really organically for me. It wasn't like I was like, oh, I want to be self-love goddess. Like it wasn't even like that. It just happened really organically, and like over the past year, this is what has happened. I started off by following loads of accounts on Instagram that really inspired me. They were like plus size models, plus size influencers. That's really inspired me and made me feel like I was normal. People like Ashley Graham, Letitia Thomas, I think that's her name, you know, late Sia, Grace Victory. Let me find some more. I'm gonna find you some of my favorite Instagram accounts that I follow, and I'll put them in the bio as well. You know, there's a lot of people out there. So like I just started following a lot of these kind of people. As humans, like we intake everything that we are exposed to on a daily basis. So because I had these like thick girls on my screens every day on Instagram, I was intaking that a lot, and you start to feel more comfortable within yourself because you think, well, all these girls are doing it, so can I. So definitely find a bunch of girls that you resonate with and you love on Instagram to follow. Definitely do that. My confidence grew a little bit, and I remember it was in May. I posted on my Instagram the other day of my first like body positive post I put on my Instagram. On the 21st of May 2017, I uploaded this, and this was my first ever body positive like Instagram post, and I was terrified to upload it. Bearing in mind, I'm literally showing my thigh and a top with like covering my arms and everything. And at that moment, at that time, I was still very insecure. I would never I would not wear my arms out. I would not really wear skirts or dresses that showed my legs. If I did, I'd wear tights. I was wearing a lot of shapewear. I was very conscious of how I posed in photographs because I didn't want to look big. Yeah, just a lot of things. I was living my life for other people, basically. I was too concerned about what people thought about me, or what they thought about how I looked, or what society thought a big girl should and shouldn't do, or should and shouldn't wear. And as time has gone on, I've realised life is too short to care what people think about you and your body, and you can't let people dictate your life for you and run your life. There comes a point where you just get exhausted of living your life for other people. Yeah, so I'm really trying to think of like my journey, but I basically just started following all these girls, and then they gave me the confidence to post my first body positive Instagram post. And then I went on holiday with my friends to Jamaica, and that was the first time I ever wore a bikini. And yeah, that was scary as shit, but I just did it. And I was posting photos like in my swimwear when I was abroad, and I just felt, and every time, I think I used Instagram as my tool to become who I am today. So I would, even though I was scared to post things, I would just post it anyway. And then I think I needed that affirmation from other people being like, you inspire me, great, this is so great. And I think that is what helped me become who I am today. And it's, yeah, it's just that support from people and them telling you, you know what, it's okay to be you, it's okay to look like you. I think that is what really helped me a lot, and that's how I've become who I am today. Everyone's journey is individual and different, but for me, I was just very much about pushing myself out of my comfort zone and doing things that I wasn't comfortable with doing, and doing things that scared me, because that has made me grow as a person incredibly, like so incredibly. Also, any daily habits. So for me, you might know like already, I'm quite a spiritual person. I try to like practice mindfulness. So daily habits for me are like meditation, conscious breathing. I like to remind myself what I'm thankful for, how blessed I am. What else do I do? Stretches. The gym for me is one big like self-care, self-love tip, because it just makes me feel great. Is there anything else? Yeah, meditation's a big one for me. Okay, next question. I was trying to be quick with this. We're already 12 minutes in. Oh. How have you become so confident in yourself? I find it hard to love myself when I'm so different body-wise to everyone around me. Has it always been easy for you, or have you recently had an experience that made you realise how hot you are? Thank you. This is kind of similar to the last question, but I wanted to answer this because it's sort of different to self-love. Like, confidence is a very different thing. So for me, I've always been a very, I'm just gonna flip this back because I'm staring at it too bad. So for me, I've always been a very outgoing person. Now, when I say very outgoing, I want you to understand the difference between confidence and being outgoing, because I think they're two very different things that people often get confused. Being outgoing means you're like, you might be like in a big group of people and you're loud and you aren't shy basically. Whereas being confident, fully confident within yourself, is a very different thing. And for a lot of years, I was very outgoing. I've always been like the loud one, like I'm very bubbly. I hate saying that because people always associate bubbly with like the fat girl. I don't know why that happens. So I've always been very outgoing and had a lot of friends and always just been that kind of person. But when it came to confidence, like full confidence within myself, I lacked it a lot. I was very insecure, didn't like myself, I didn't know who I was. And that was a big factor in my lack of confidence. So I don't really know how I gained confidence. I sort of gained the confidence with my self-love journey, and every time I posted a photo of myself that wasn't necessarily what I would usually post, I gained more confidence because I started to really believe in myself and know what I could do and know what I was capable of, and that confidence just grew with that. So to anyone who's trying to get more confidence, I'd just say push yourself out of your comfort zone. Do things that you're scared of doing, because the more you do that, the more power that you gain within yourself, and you realise how important and powerful you really are. How do you learn to be happy on your own so you don't have to depend on a man for happiness? This is a very good question, a very good question. I feel like I've really mastered the art of being happy without depending on anyone else for that happiness. And it's a trait that I'm very proud that I what's it called? What's the word? Very proud that I behold. Is that right? Anyway, I wasn't always like this. For a long time I did depend on men for happiness because I sought out validation within men. And what I mean by that is I looked at men for... Do you mind? I looked at men for happiness and for validation, and I looked at men for affection, and their affection made me feel worthy. Because I hated myself, when a man showed me attention, it made me feel good about myself. So instead of making myself feel good, I was constantly looking for happiness and validation through men. Now that is a very unsustainable way of living, because you can't guarantee that a man will give you happiness and that he won't get up and leave, or he won't hurt you, or this, that and the other. You have to know that you can make yourself happy and you don't have to rely on anyone else, because at the end of the day, all you have is yourself. Anyone can leave your life at any time. The only reliable person that you have is yourself. It's very important to find that happiness within yourself. And you know, I feel like it all stems, like everything I've talked about, back to my self-love journey. And I found this love and appreciation and happiness within myself when I gained more respect for myself, when I gained more happiness and more love for my body, for my mind, for everything. I think a way of doing that is to be on your own for a while. So I was on my own. I haven't had a boyfriend in years, but when I really started when I took like breaks from guys, I just zoned in on who I was. Well, and I practiced more self-care, and I did things for me that make me happy. For instance, I like going to museums, I like reading books, I like listening to music. Do all the things that you know make you happy. If you're constantly relying on someone else to do something for you to make you happy, you'll never truly be happy, because what happens when that person's not there? You feel lonely, you feel sad, you feel this, you feel that. You need to have that security within yourself to know all I need is me. Like, it can be just me and me kicking it. Yeah, but I like spending a lot of time on myself, so maybe it's a bit easier for me because I really enjoy my own company. But I think people that don't enjoy their own company, there's a sense of, I don't want to like label all people, but there's definitely a sense of vulnerability and an insecurity that you can't be alone, like with your own thoughts. So I think definitely the thing to do is to try and tackle that. Like, I'm no psychotherapist, I don't know how to make that happen, but yeah, just do things that make you happy. That's what I do. And look at me. Okay, next question. I'm 18 and I start DMU uni in September. I think that's Leicester. That's Leicester, isn't it? I'm nervous about it. I'm nervous about it mainly because of me being plus size and the idea of me going to freshers and lads just not finding me attractive in comparison to anyone else. I understand uni isn't all about lads, but it's a key part, and I thought I'd come to you for advice, seeing as you were the same size and you've experienced uni. When I went to uni, it was like a whole new world, like fucking Aladdin, like a whole new world. Shit was crazy. I had never experienced the kind of attention from men that I received at uni. And listen, if you think you won't, the thing is, don't go out seeking attention from men in freshers. Like, just be with your friends, be with your flatmates, just have a great time. Don't think, oh, I want to get chatted to tonight, I want to kiss someone tonight, because guaranteed you will not find someone to get with. Like, if you go out seeking something, it's just the way the world works. If you don't go out seeking something, it always comes to you. I don't know why, it's weird. Freshers Week is all about meeting new people, having a great time, getting pissed, you know, just doing stupid shit. Yeah, don't let the primary focus be on men. I understand, like, that you might think, oh, no one will be interested in me, but I guarantee you they will. Like, It's a madness, especially in Freshers Week, because all these boys are on a rampage. They're free from their home. They don't know anyone. They're free from their hometown. They ain't got no responsibilities. They don't have any repercussions, you know. Trust me, there will be boys trying to chat to you. Yeah, I would just say, make sure that you don't give every boy attention that chats to you, you know, because when I was in my Freshers Week, like, I was getting all this attention. I was like, let me not like front, I wasn't getting shit tons of attention, but I just remember I kissed a few boys in Freshers Week. A few too many at my 18-year-old stupid ass age. Don't be worried about Freshers Week and chatting to boys, because it will happen. And if it doesn't happen, you're at uni for education. Just remember that. You're at uni for education, for life lessons. You're not at uni to chat to boys. Come on, we have our whole lives to do that. We don't need to be doing that stupid shit at uni. Trust me, I know. I need boy advice. I'm still in love with my ex. Broke up 3 years ago because he cheated. He's had a few girlfriends since, but we always sleep together regardless. We were each other's first everything. Is it normal to still feel so attached? No one has made me feel the same way when I compare them to him. So you're still attached because you're still sleeping with him. Even my thing was outraged, and you're never going to break the cycle unless you break it off with him. So if he's had girlfriends since and this, that and the other, listen, there's a reason you're not together. And if you want to be with him and it's not happening but you're still sleeping with him, it's because he doesn't want to be with you. If he knows he can have you at the click of his fingers, why would he want to wife you when he can get what he wants from you then and there? Do you know what I mean? I think I completely understand where you're coming from, because I've been in the same boat. If you really truly want to move on, you need to end it with him and not see him, and have some self-restraint and know that he doesn't deserve you. Like, he cheated on you, he betrayed your trust, and he obviously doesn't deserve you if he did that, because either he's childish or he didn't realize that what he had right there in his hands. So for you to keep on giving it up to him after he's cheated on you, he knows he can have you. The thing is, boys love a chase. Like, if you can give it to them on a plate, they'll take it. They don't give no f. They're savage. Just because they were your first everything and they were first love, it's not a valid enough reason to continue to disrespect yourself. It's really not, because you deserve much better than that. And I know what you're doing. You're holding on to this feeling, like this memory that it could still work, but baby, I'm really sorry to tell you, it's not going to work. And he will never have respect for you. Mainly, okay, my camera cut out. But what I was saying was, he will never have respect for you, mainly because he knows he can cheat on you and still have you. So he knows he can get away with anything. And it's not fair on you. You need to find someone that's going to treat you like a queen. Be like, this is my baby. He'll want to protect you, respect you, love you. You don't need that. Tell him to doses. You know, that's what you need to do. I'm sorry. It's harsh, but you need to do it. Someone said, I've been really unmotivated lately, just with life and work and myself. So I guess my question is based around motivation. What do you do when you feel unmotivated and when you're in a creative slump? Okay. I've been feeling like that. I've been feeling like that quite recently as well. I'm getting back into my groove of things now, and what's helped me the most is getting back into a routine of doing things. I felt like for a long time I was just sat around doing nothing, like in my bedroom all day. Like, I had shit to do. I had a lot of shit to do, but I was just sat here like acting like there was nothing to do. The thing to get you back going, back with your creative juices flowing, back on track, is to get back in a routine. So for me, that's like waking up early-ish, replying to my emails, going to the gym, coming home, dedicating some hours to work, doing this, just having your routine that you do like every day. And you know, for so many years I hated routine, but as like humans, like what every day, like since we were like 4 years old, we've had routine. We've had school every single day. Like, I had school for, I don't even know how many years, 17. I had school for 17 years. So when I finished uni, I was like, what the fuck do I do now? Like, when you don't have that routine anymore, that's when you slip and you become lazy. So I think for me personally, I have to be in a routine to stay motivated, because when I'm in a routine and doing all these other things, like when I'm going to the gym, when I'm making all my meals, when I'm doing all my work, like it just makes me motivated and makes me happy and makes me want to do more. So the more you're doing them, like the more you actually want to do, if you understand. It's sort of like a snowball. Once you start doing a few things, it all snowballs. So this one says, I love your videos and I want to know how to avoid a fuckboy. That's all I seem to attract at the moment and it's hella annoying. Okay, so for me, I feel like I was attracting, that's all I've attracted for like years. My friends are like, it's always the type of guy you go for, like that, this is why you keep getting hurt, this, that and the other. And you know what, a lot of the times we don't want to admit when we're in the wrong, and we don't want to admit if we're sort of self-harming without really understanding that we're doing it. And I just deeped, like, what you put out into the universe is what you get back. What you reap is what you sow. So if you're putting out there certain behavioural characteristics, it's sort of what you're gonna get back. If you're entertaining these fuckboys, every woman gets approached by fuckboys. It's just some women just have no tolerance for it. They're just like, fuck off, like I'm not talking to you. Whereas a lot of women will entertain it. And it's hard. It's hard especially because women love attention. Like we all love for someone to tell us, oh, you're so beautiful, this, that and the other. Like we love it. So it's just about knowing, like, you know when you're chatting to someone and they're like full of it, or like we know. It's just we continue to chat to them, and that's when you end up in a sticky situation. I realised I was just making it too easy for some boys I was talking to. And when I realised my worth and how expensive I really am, emotionally, physically, sexually, all them things, I was like, ah. I had to check myself, like, you're really entertaining this shit? So sometimes we entertain shit because we're bored, but it's like, it's gonna affect you in the long run. Even if you think it's not affecting you now, all these things definitely come and affect you in the long run. You need to entertain what you want to receive. So if you want a grown man who's gonna treat you like a queen, who's gonna respect you, love you, treat you right, all the above, you need to not expect anything less. And it's hard because you don't want to have expectations when you get into something with a guy, but you just need to know the kind of behaviour that you are willing to receive. And if someone goes against that behaviour willing to receive, then
It ain't nothing to cut that bitch off.
the same girl that said how to stop feeling upset when a lad leaves you on red, it stresses me out. I think our generation puts way too much feelings and emotion into trivial things like text messages and Instagram likes and all that stupid shit. Like, if he leaves you on red, like, okay. I know it's annoying, but it's like you're getting upset over someone because they probably haven't invested the same amount of time and effort that you have invested into it. So you're obviously more invested than they are in the situation because you're getting mad because they've left you on red. We just need to stop being so emotional about being left on red, and if a boy likes a different girl's picture, of if he doesn't like your picture, like, these things aren't real. Instagram likes aren't real. They're really not. And text messages, you don't have to text someone all day every day to have a connection with them and to like be like that with them. Obviously someone will communicate with you if they want to, and that's a big thing. Don't try and force shit with people, because if they want to talk to you, they will, and they will make the effort with you. So if they're not making the effort and it's all one-sided and it's just you giving it, because if that's like that now, how is it going to be if you get in a relationship? How do you deal with your boyfriend's ex being in the same circle of friends as him? I'm not a malicious person, but I just don't know how to approach it when I'm out with his friends, or even to make her feel uncomfortable in any way. If you have trust within your relationship, if you and your boyfriend have complete trust in each other, there's nothing to worry about. And I know obviously often women are concerned about their boyfriend's exes or things like that, but they broke up for a reason. You have to remember that. They broke up for a reason. They're not together for a reason. If you see them together, how they are together, and you know it's platonic, like, you're cool. You just need to be secure in your relationship. Maybe even voice to him your concerns about it. But don't do it in a jealous way. Like, being jealous it's like the most awful demonic trait. Like, it will tear you down as a person, being jealous, like in every aspect of your life. So yeah, maybe just voice to him your concerns and say, oh, this makes me feel a bit uncomfortable because of this, and then he might be able to affirm to you, you don't have to feel uncomfortable, this, that and the other. And if he tells you that, then believe it. Us as women often like just don't believe things that like people, like boys, say to us. But if you love him and you trust him, then take what he's saying on board, internalize it, put it back out there. How do you feel so confident in a bathing suit and ignore looking at the imperfections? For me, it was that sort of thing again where I was just like I don't even care, because when, obviously I did care, but you know, like I just started thinking about, all right, well, when I see a bigger woman on a beach in a bikini or in a swimsuit, I don't look at her with disgust. I'm just like, oh, there's a woman in a swimsuit. Like, I just started thinking about how I viewed other people wearing swimming cozies and wearing bikinis and stuff, and thought, oh, well, if they can do it, then so maybe I can as well. So that's what I just did. Like, and when like I said, when I was in Jamaica last year, that was the first time I wore a bikini, and I was scared, but I just thought, fuck it, just do it. And I just bought a really nice bikini that I felt comfortable in, that covered everything that I wanted it to, and I just thought, just do it. And when I did it, and that's enabled me to continue to like wear bikinis and things like that, because literally last year, 2017 was the first year I ever wore a bikini. Like, that's a madness. I'm 21 years old. There's days when I'm feeling myself and days where I hate myself. How do I bring myself up on those bad days? I like go through this a lot, and I'm a massive perfectionist, and when I'm feeling down I beat myself up for it, because I'm like, what do you have to be upset about? Like, your life's amazing, you're blessed, you're happy, like all these things. But I think the thing is, when going through these emotions, remember that you're only human, and it's normal to go through ups and downs, and try not to punish yourself so bad when you're having a down day, because it's completely normal. Like, we go through ups and downs all the time due to whatever's happening in our lives. If you're a woman, you have your periods, you have this, that and the other. Like, mood changes and feeling different ways about different things, or even about yourself, is completely normal. I would say, like, don't try and force anything. Like, if you're feeling sad, feel that sadness. Don't be like, oh my god, you need to be happy, like, because you'll stress yourself out more. Because I'm a massive idiot when it comes to stuff like this, because when I'm feeling sad, I'm like, oh my god, you need to feel happy now. And I'm like, and sometimes you just need to sit in that feeling and fully internalize that feeling, and then when you do more time, it just goes away, because you've accepted the feeling and it's calm and it's gone. So it's almost like not getting too stressed over emotions, because like our brains are madness, like how they work. Like, well, I think it's just knowing that feeling, and when you're feeling sad, like just doing things that make you happy again and that you love. Like I said, like reading is a big one for me. Meditation is a massive one that really helps clear my mind, and when I'm feeling down, it helps me to remember like who I am and what I'm doing. And yeah, the app that I use for meditation is called Headspace, by the way. It's incredible. I love it so much. They've not paid me to say this. I've literally been using it for so long and I love it. So this question has been asked a couple times actually, and it says, how do you get over someone cheating on you and then being in a relationship with the person they cheated on you with, and them telling you it's because you weren't right for them? This has happened to loads of my friends, and I know I always find it hard not to blame myself. Yeah, a few girls asked this question, and it sucks that, like, oh, man, I hate it. I hate it, because I know, not particularly that situation, but I know how it feels. Like, the last guy I was with, if you watch my situationships video, that guy, we were seeing each other and he told me he didn't want a relationship, and then pretty much when we ended, a month after, he found a new girl, wifey'd up straight away. Relationship, in love. I love seeing people in love though, so I just got happiness and love for them. But yeah, that feeling of not being good enough and that girl was better than you, I know that feeling. It's hard not to blame yourself and be like, I wasn't good enough, this, that and the other. But you know what? That boy is low-key trash for cheating on you whilst you were still together. I think you can't have respect for a person that doesn't have respect for other people. So he didn't have the respect to end it with you and then pursue this girl. He just pursued it when you were together. And that's also like, he's lacking a lot of respect. I don't even think you should feel that sad about losing him, because he's obviously not that much of a great guy, because he doesn't have basic manners for people. Although it's shit and like a bad situation, you just have to think, all right, well, God swerved this one for you for a reason. Like, the universe swerved this guy out of your life for a reason. And I'm a massive believer in everything happens for a reason, and certain people are taken out of your life so that better things can be put in. And that has been shown to me on many occasions. So it's not even like I'm just saying that, like, that has been shown to me. I could get deep right now, but I won't. Don't feel bad about losing someone that obviously had no respect for you in the first place. And think about it, if he ain't got no respect for you, he's not really gonna have any respect for this next girl that he's with. So more time than not, I hate to say this, but if he cheated on you to get with her, he'll probably do it to her as well. So if she got with a guy knowing he had a girlfriend, I don't know, I just couldn't do it. It wouldn't sit right with me. It's very bad karma to indulge in something like that, getting with someone you know is already taken. It's very, very bad karma for yourself. And I hope all of you watching this never do that, because if you want to get with a guy but he has a girlfriend, wait till he breaks up with the girlfriend to get with him, because honestly, very bad karma. It's not you. It's definitely not you. Like, don't think, oh, I wasn't good enough, I wasn't this, I wasn't that. It's not you. It's like he's just being selfish and indulging in his desires and not having any thought process or respect for you. So you're better than that, sis. You're way better than that. I'm 17, but for most of my teenage years, I've always been the fat best friend, the duff, you know, designated ugly fat friend. I think that's what it says. And the easy access gate to my best friends. If the guys can't get with my best friends, they'll try to get with me as a second choice. My question is, how do I stop these feelings of worthlessness, and how do I start my journey of self-love and confidence? I know how you feel, because I was definitely like the funny best friend to my like cute friends that was always getting with guys. Especially when we were like 14, 15, 16, like my friends would always like be getting with guys, like kissing them at the functions, all that stuff, and I was just like I was always like the friend to these people. So when you're younger, it's really hard not to look at your friends and compare yourselves to them, especially if you're a bigger girl and they're skinnier, because I constantly did that when I was younger. I was looking at my friends like, I don't look like them, I'm not as pretty as them, I'm not as skinny as them. You're only 17 years old, you still have a lot of time to grow and to meet people. Like, I always felt like this until I went to uni and when I started like going out properly, and I realized a lot of guys were interested in me, like not my friends, but like me for me. So I think you just have to be patient with it. Don't try and rush nothing. I'd say just be patient and know your time is coming. Like when I say it, when I talk about the universe a lot, it's like people will be brought to you when you need it. Like, you don't need it right now, sis. You need to focus on yourself. Like you said, you want to go on a journey of self-love and confidence. Pursue that journey and then people will be brought to you. As I've gone on this journey, I've realized people are more attracted to you for your confidence and for your energy that you give out to the universe, rather than what you look like, what your size is. Like, the thing is, guys don't really care. They're attracted to confidence and they're attracted to like a good aura. That's what everyone's attracted to. That's why I feel like people on like social media and stuff like me, because I have a good aura that I put out there and it's very welcoming and inviting. So, you know, like I said, focus on yourself, on your love journey, okay? Thank you so much for everyone's questions. I'm really sorry if I didn't answer your question in this video, but I'm sure it'll get answered another time. Like I said, I'm gonna do another one of these, focusing on sex and all that stuff. So yes, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, thank you for supporting me, thank you for loving me, thank you for giving me all these happy, positive vibes. It makes me so happy. Like I always say, we're nearly at 50,000 subscribers, which to me is so mad. Like, how? Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. I'm gonna be coming back with some hauls soon. Like, let me know. I want to do like River Island, ASOS, Simply Be, Forever 21, Misguided, all sorts. I hope you have a great week filled with happiness, love and light and all of that. Follow me on Instagram, because that's where you'll catch me giving all my positive vibes out. Thank you so much again. I just keep saying thank you. Okay, I'm going now. Bye bye. Love you. Bye.